Hey, how you doing? My name is Jonathan. I am currently at Jamuna, Yalamanchili. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing that incorrectly. Address is 6313 Grafton Farm Drive, Gaithersburg, Maryland. Zip code 20882. So what we're doing today is running an attempt to repair here. See if this, if this shingle is, if we're able to repair it. All right. As you can see, I marked the shingle that we're replacing, that we're looking to replace due to some wind damage. So this this last tab here, you can see how that's just kind of floating there, damaged by the wind. This one here, you can kind of see the corner just peeking up, but it's not fully flown off or anything, right? Up your top left, in pink here, I've highlighted my control area, which I'll demonstrate to you currently. Kind of the granule loss, granule test that we'll be doing after conducting the repair. We'll start here first. There's a lot of debris on this roof, so let's try to get that out the way. So we'll, conduct a little quick with my soft brittle brush. You can see very little to no granule loss currently, right, on my control area, excuse me. So now I'll set you down here so we can kind of begin the repairability test here. Let me see. Zoom in there for you guys a little bit. All right, so what we're gonna do is start off with a spatula, which isn't a roof. It's not a roof tool, right? It's not a tool that you use on an everyday basis to conduct a roof replacement. However, in this situation, we are conducting a repair. So you can see the spatula there. Some adjusters request it, for whatever reason. I'm guessing because the roof snake's thicker. This tool here is thicker. So we'll just use the spatula, right? All right. So now I've broke the seal to the shingle that we were removing. This one here is already broken, right? So we'll be manipulating the shingles above it, around it, really, just to conduct this one repair. All right. So this is one of them that we're pretty much manipulating to get this repair done. All right. The one above it as well. These shingles were very well adhesed prior to me manipulating them. This one doesn't wanna. All right, so I think that's all for now. All right. So we got already some mat transfer dust that got torn from the spatula. Right. So now we begin the removal of the nails. I'll do my best to keep these shingles at a 45-degree angle. All right, to avoid minimizing the damages around this shingle. All right, let's see. So we're gonna start off here. Oh, already a nail pop. We already encountered a nail pop here. As you can see right there where my index finger is pretty much pointed at. I know it's a little difficult, especially right here. There's a nail pop there already. You can kind of see that there if you can. So that's already not good whatsoever. All right. Bear with me here. There we go. So now we gotta go underneath it. Pull my roof snake. All right, and we'll use new nails for this repair. This one here was fine. Another nail pop here, but should be fine. So now the nails on that shingle that we're removing are off. Now we just gotta go pretty much go above it and remove the nails above it. Nail pop here. Let me bring you in close on that. And this is to the shingle that we're leaving behind, right? So that's not a good sign. You can see there where my index finger is. Again, I apologize if the view isn't the very best. So nail pop there. Double check this is accurately pointed. Yeah, it should be okay. All right. Oh. All right. So now we're gonna try to remove that nail, even though there's popped. And again, this is me trying to avoid furthering damaging the shingles above it. All right. Let's use the roof snake for this one. And all these tools are roof graded tools, right? They're all purposely for mainly for roof replacements, roof repairs, things like that, of that nature. All right, so I think it might be one more. Let's see. Over here. Why is this not? Interesting. Is this a continued shingle? So the shingle very adheres to the bottom here. So as you can see, I was just struggling to kind of pull this out. All right, so I gotta lift it from the bottom. Just to try to get this shingle to remove. All right. So there's that. Shingle is off, and we'll kind of go over our findings here. So we do got some mat transfer onto the shingle here. All right, let me bring you guys in closely. So we got some mat transfer here. All right, some mat transfer here, some mat transfer here, and some mat transfer, a little bit of mat transfer here towards the end of the shingle. All right, so now what we're gonna do is take a quick measurement. All right, make sure that the shingle that I brought that's similar to this roof can work, can fit properly. So I'm looking at a 36-inch shingle. Yep, 36-inch with an exposure of 5-inch. A 5-inch exposure. Let's measure the one above it, the one that we're looking to replace it with, which is the most similar shingle that I can find in the market. All right. So this one's also 36-inch. With an exposure of 6-inch exposure. All right, so that exposure may affect the shingle a little bit, because the nail line we normally would nail the shingle, it's going to be about an inch above the current shingle, so that might have an extra peak towards the bottom, which could affect the stability of the rest of the roof on this section, just because it's also going to get impacted by wind, just because it has that extra peak and it won't adhere at the proper line where it's supposed to. All right, so this is the nail that, this is the shingle that we are removing. All right, so now what we're gonna do, and let's kind of go over the shingle here that we're leaving behind. We're leaving some mat transfer on the shingles that we are leaving as well. You can kind of see right here, mat transfer, some fiberglass there, some more towards the end. All right, mat transfer right here. Hopefully you guys can see that, how bad that's looking. All right, that's never good. And reminder, these are all some mat transfer there. Just a reminder, these are the shingles that we are leaving behind, which the purpose of this repair is to bring it back to pre-existing prior to the damages happening, from the storm. So as of now, that's not looking to be accurate whatsoever, because again, we are causing further damage to the shingles that we are leaving behind. And the purpose of this repair is to all right, so I'll show you guys some more mat transfer that was found right there. As you can see that, I'm not sure if you guys can, it's a little difficult to kind of pinpoint, but mat transfer under that shingle. On this one, not so much as these other prior to. Right there, mat transfer there. All right, so let me go ahead and set you guys back down. I'll put you guys in the shade just because my phone overheated a little bit as I do this repair. It is quite hot out today. It's in the upper 80s, especially on a roof. So bear with me here 1 second. All right, and I'll zoom in just so that it can be a little bit more visible as I'm working. All right, oh, let me also bring you guys in For another issue, you can see, so you can see here kind of the difference on the nail strip line. It's about an inch above from the existing, or an inch below from the existing one. So this is the one that we're installing, right? This is the one that we're keeping behind. You can kind of see about an inch, maybe inch and a half difference there, which again, it's gonna be a problem for this, especially on this bottom side, because you can see how the adhesive line is gonna, the adhesive line on the shingle that we're leaving is gonna be a lot higher than where it should be. Now the shingle is just gonna kind of lift, because you can kind of see there about 3/8 of an inch exposure below the original shingle. So that's gonna be a problem with furthering damaging when we'll blow that right up. All right, so let me set you guys down. Hey guys, I apologize about that. So video cut off mid recording while I was installing the shingle. I did install full 6 nails onto this to this shingle here. I can kind of go over it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. So those are all 1¼ inch size nails, all brand new. I was mentioning before that the existing nail strip line, you can barely see it now because it got transferred to the shingle that we removed. It is directly right here, and that's way above the exposure from the shingle. You can kind of see there's about a 3/8 difference there from the pre-existing shingle to the new existing shingle. I was going over the mat transfer that was done to these shingles. You can see there, right here, all this mat transfer there, mat transfer there. Also the damages that were done while trying to nail this roof in, the shingle in, just isn't ideal. So I would honestly, let's go over the damages, right? So you can see here that crease right there in that corner from me trying to kind of break it to seal. You can see that there, another broken tab. Let's see. So I will mark this this repair attempt a complete failure. So this is a fail to me, right? For many different reasons, right? You can see here the exposure, 3/8 inch, about a 3/8 of an inch exposure here. Nail strip is above the existing. You can see that there. The damages to the shingles above it, as I was showing you. It's just caused more damage than good to this repair. I don't see repairs as a feasible thing to do here, for many reasons. Excuse me. And we'll go ahead and just kind of demonstrate all the granule loss that was done, as well to the shingles above it and around it, just to conduct this one repair. Excuse me. So I know there's a lot of debris as well, but you can see all that granule loss there. You can see that. Wow, look, and it's starting to show a crease basically from where we lifted the shingle. Again, I did my best to try to keep the shingle at a 45-degree angle. You can see there it caused another crease. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. To the shingle that we replaced, caused some granule loss. You can see that here, granule loss to the shingles below it. So I wouldn't deem this repair successful whatsoever. Again, just because of the damages that we caused. The seals are broken now, right? Like, this isn't gonna adhere, especially on those ends, possibly maybe along where the new shingle is. But you can see now this is broken, which will cause further damages, possibly even leaks to the homeowners here at this property. All right, so I hope you guys take all this into consideration for the homeowners good, right, and for the roof. That way, you know, we don't have any further issues down the line. They are having currently some leaks. You can see a broken tab here, I'm guessing from the wind. Some exposed nails. You can tell they kind of did some temporary repairs along the end here. I'm guessing from this downspout that's causing water to kind of, you know, seep through on the shingle. You can see how the shingle here is still very wet compared to the rest. A lot of algae growth on the roof. So this roof, it's around its time, right, for it to be a replacement. And as you can see though, from the repair attempt, it's just not successful at all. But you know, I appreciate you guys taking time to watch this video. Let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.